Hello YouTube, this is once again CynISavvy with another episode of, the great Savvy's lecture time. Okay, so this episode is going to be focused on stalling, which stalling can be used in several different situations, but it's mainly what we're going to go over here is C4 planting. So after you plant the C4, getting major FPS lag, 1 second. Okay, so after you plant the C4, you need to stall people if it gets down to a reasonable amount of time, like 20 seconds is a bit far. Anywhere below 14 seconds is around good for stalling. Stalling is essentially drawing the opponent away from the bomb, not trying to kill them, but killing them if you can. So let's say that it's a 1 versus 1 situation, the enemy's coming from this door. So instead of trying to sit here and kill him, you want to back up like this, and when he comes through, this, and then you want to run, and then you want to make him chase you. That's the most basic stalling technique. I planted the bomb so you could get an idea of what stalling would be like. Next round I'm just going to go to and show a bit more advanced things about stalling. That was just the basics. So that's what stalling is. It's kind of like get them to draw them away. Now, let's do something harder. Let's say that there's 20 seconds left in the clock right now, and it's a 1 versus 2 situation. You know, one is back there and one's this way. Well, what in the world are you ever going to do in this situation? You're starting off right here. 1 versus 2, 20 seconds, one there, one there. Well, an option you could do, crouch here and look down and try to shoot him when you walk by and kill him, and then turn around and try to get this guy. And that could work, but it takes a lot more skill than I would like to be necessary. What I would like to do, if it was me, would be to go somewhere like this, where you can see them coming through from that door, and they can't see from this door yet, and wait till either, if this person comes by first, I would immediately kill them because they're not going to be expecting you there, hopefully. And if they're coming from this door first, then you hop down here and try to get that kill. But after in a 1 versus 2 situation, you just have to balance it like that. Like, you don't want to go for a kill right away like this, where you can be shooting and you can't see that side, because what if they come in that side first and then this guy comes in, and then you get stuck here and the guy in the back gets you first. Spot like this, if they come in that door first, you'll get the kill, when you go like that. But if they come in that door first, you'll know it and you have time to jump down. So that's why stalling a spot like this is good. But essentially, tactics you can use for stalling, like drawing them out, is shooting and then running. And you don't want to just run like that, because then they're going to come up to you and sure, you might gun them down. That's for if you want to kill them. If you want to stall, you want to run away farther, like this far. And then if you see them on radar going to the bomb, well, then you don't just run down and be like, try to kill them. You run down and peek under here, that way they can't really shoot you very well. That way they can't kill you. Try to shoot them once or twice to get them to stop defusing. You don't want to actually kill them. You just want to shoot them enough to get them to stop defusing and then take off. Note if it's a 1 versus 2 or 1 versus many situation, they're going to have one of their teammates chase you, and that's when you do want to use the run, fake like you're running, and then turn around and kill that guy. And then you want to go down, stop defusing, run away, and then do it like a normal stall. So with stalling, it's generally shooting somebody, then running away, and those kind of things. Other kind of stalling techniques is if you get down to, okay, the bomb, the latest time you can start defusing the bomb is 7 minutes 50 seconds. We're 45, somewhere around there. So given that they have to, we're going to do is hold a grenade over the bomb, okay? So they're going to have to run away and then run up to the bomb. So let's add a second onto that, or so, like half a second. Okay, 8 seconds. So 8 seconds. The grenade, after you die, will take 5 seconds to blow up. So optimally, you want to use this when there's around 15 seconds left on the clock or so, or less. Hold a grenade like this, stand over the C4 and let them shoot you. You die, you drop your nade. And that means they have to wait, and then they have to run in and start defusing. Nades take 5 seconds, I believe it is, to blow up after you throw it. So Usually it takes 7 minutes and 40 seconds to defuse a bomb. Add 5 to that, you got 12 minutes and 50 seconds. And then you have to remember they have to run away and then run back up. So add half a second for that, and you're at around 13 seconds. So they're not usually going to be ready for it right away. So I would say around 13 seconds, 14 seconds or less is around the best time uses. So that's another kind of stalling. So we have the game sense of running away, you know, the game sense of doing this. What's the difference? Well, those are just really tactics, but when you use those tactics and why is the game sense part of this? A player with bad game sense can't stall because when there's 7 seconds left, they might just come back and peek. Or another thing, important part of this game sense, real quick, is it takes 7 minutes and 40 seconds to defuse the bomb. So if you're like running away and stuff, you don't want to peek at 8 seconds, because if you peek at 8 seconds, boom, you die. They can start defusing and be in time. You want to wait till around like 7 minutes and 90 or 7 minutes 50 seconds, something like that. You don't want to peek way too early. And I mean, you're like, well, it's just 10 seconds. Well, 10 seconds when you defuse the bomb is a whole lot of time. So it takes game sense to realize what time, you know, is on the clock. Like if there's 8 seconds left or 13 seconds left, and to realize how long it takes to defuse the bomb, and going by that, choosing whether you want to hold a nade over the C4 or if you want to do like the shooting and then running option. And I mean, the offensive or the defensive team here has a couple options. They can either chase you, you know, if they especially have the teammate one of their teammates defuse and one of their teammates chase you, or they can pretend like they're defusing. Like, this is a good tactic also if you're in NFL. This is probably the best thing they can do. It's a 1v1 situation. You try to do the runaway tactic. They just sit here and pretend like they're defusing, because you can't tell the difference if they don't make sound, if they're not moving, like it's not going like that, then you don't know if they're defusing or not. And then they just shift, make no noise, and wait for you. That way you have to come and peek, and then as soon as you peek they kill you, and then they start defusing. Well, that's what's risky about it. So that's why you don't want to come around here ready to peek hardcore, because if they're doing that, you're dead. You just want to do a quick peek. Oh, he's actually defusing. Alright, peek again. Oh, wait, he was fake defusing. He's not defusing. Well, then I can just run. Okay. So, once again, look at the clock. Know that it takes 7 minutes, 40 to 50 seconds to defuse the bomb at the latest. Realize that you can either hold a grenade or hit and run or any kind of stalling tactic like that. Any combination works fine. And realize how many people are left on the enemy team and what they expect. Like if you've done it before, like say you held the nade last round, and there's 16 seconds left. Well, normally if there's 16 seconds left, holding the nade might not be bad, because they won't expect it and they see the nade and then they have to wait. Like they might not just be ready to just run away from the nade and then run back. They might be like, whoa, that's a nade. Okay, blows up and they might go slow, you know. But say that you've done the nade trick the last 2 rounds, then they're gonna be like, oh, it's a nade again, wait for it, run right back up. They're gonna be expecting it, and it's gonna shorten the time by a minuscule amount, but it's still there. So you have to understand the clock, the enemy, what they're thinking, how much you've done it before, the options that you have, and just everything like that. That's why it's game sense. You can't just say, oh, there's 16 seconds left, I can definitely hold a nade, or I definitely can't hold it. It depends on what the enemy has knowledge of. And so this is stalling. Real quick, reverse stalling is like when NRF is defusing, say they're defusing and you're trying to stall them. If they want to draw you out of stalling, a few options that they have is they can pretend to quick switch their weapons, because people think that quick switching defuses faster, which it doesn't, by the way. Okay, so they'll just pretend to quick switch their weapons. So you'll think that they're defusing, and they'll come down from stalling, and then they'll start defusing. This is an easy trick for a beginner to fall for, but no experienced player will peek just because they're quick switching. It really doesn't mean anything. It's just a trick, like I said. Another trick that people will use is like they'll pretend like they drop the binos. Actually, this isn't stalling, sorry. Say that your C4 is down in offense. I'm on offense right now. My C4 down is like right here. I know the enemy is above, waiting for the sound to C4 to hear me to pick it up, to peek over there. Well then, say you can either pick up binos like that, or you can pick up another gun, and it sounds the exact same as picking up C4, and then see, they're trying to stall you basically. They're gonna try to wait for you to pick up C4 to peek. Well, when you make a noise like that, it makes them peek and you're ready for them, and they're not ready for you to be ready for them. Like, they think that you just picked up C4 but you really didn't. So it's not really stalling, but I thought it would be related to the quick switching thing, so I just threw that in there. But anyway, this video is about stalling and the game sense of stalling and the options that you have. If you have any questions or comments or criticism, post it in my video, or you can PM me, or you can post me on the forums. I'm Kill4 Got Not Banned on the forums, or I'm CynISavvy in game. Best regards.